Some of the content on my YouTube channel comes from inside birdhouses like this one, and I also sell a limited number of these birdhouses. And they're meant to have a blink camera inside at the top, and often I get questions about how the settings on these cameras should be. So I made this video to show you the recommended settings that I use. First, install the Blink app on your phone and open that app. Insert the batteries into the camera. It takes 2 AA batteries. Click the plus sign in the right top hand corner to add a camera. Then click on the wireless cameras option. Scan the QR code inside the battery compartment and select the system that you want to add that camera to. In some cases, you may only have one. Then click continue. It will look for the camera and update the firmware if needed. Click the 3 dots next to the camera and then click device settings. Then go into general settings. I like to change the name of the camera, especially if you have multiple cameras, so that you can keep track of which camera the clips came from. Also in general settings, change the status LED to be always off. Otherwise, the camera will show a light in the front when the camera is recording, and that can be distracting to the birds. In the motion settings, I generally change the re-trigger time to the maximum of 60 seconds. That will help to minimize the number of clips you get. Also, you can play with the motion sensitivity, although it's not as important because inside the birdhouse there's not other things moving that might trigger it accidentally. In the video and photo settings, I like to change the video quality to best. This does reduce the battery life, but in my case, I'm using these clips on YouTube videos and I like to have the best quality I can. I usually set the motion clip length to 20 seconds. That seems to work out the best for me to get the action that I want and not get a lot of extra stuff. I sometimes turn off the end clip early if motion stops, just so that I always get the 20 seconds and don't miss something that I might want to get. I usually turn off the night vision functionality because when birds are coming in and out of the birdhouse, it can sometimes cause that to switch over to night vision, and I pretty much always want it to be daytime vision. But if you're interested in what's happening at night, you might want that on. I also turn off the photo capture and auto thumbnail update because I don't really need that functionality and I don't want it to use up battery life. In the auto settings, I turn the speaker volume to 0 because I never want to be speaking to the birds and I don't want to accidentally do that, so I just turn it off. One thing that I want to point out in the general settings is you can see what the temperature of the camera is, so it gives you an idea of what the temperature is inside the birdhouse. So by monitoring that, you can maybe do something to help lower the temperature if it's getting too high. Although the way I build my birdhouses, the ventilation and everything usually keeps the temperature at a good level. Last thing to do is to arm the camera system, because in order to add a camera you have to turn that off. So if you don't turn that back on, then you won't be getting clips from the motion. So I hope this video helped you see how I set my cameras up to get the best results, and hopefully you'll also be able to get some good footage of birds as well.